focus is on deer hunting, of course, but our main focus is family and sharing the experience with people. But we go beyond that. Our hunters are involved with our family. We are all excited. You know, the kids watch the deer grow, we watch the deer grow, and when someone harvests an animal, we all want to be there to see it. We've watched it. We've watched it grow. And just like the deer, we grow our relationships, and we really just enjoy that experience and enjoy bringing others into the family and letting them have that. And that's why a lot of people come back, is they want to be part of it. It's not just a deer camp that's focused on going and harvesting an animal and that's it, you go home. It's the enjoyment. They like the kids running out of the car and having so many people be so excited for them. It's a big deal. So I've hunted with my mom all my life, and last year was the first year that I got to guide her. My brother always guides her. It's her favorite. But so last year we finally got to go after a buck together, and it never showed, so it was disappointing. But this year we went after this buck, and it's been so much fun.
The first evening we went out, it was pretty uneventful. We were afraid it was going to be slow because there was a full moon, and saw a few does, and we were after a big buck that we'd seen. I'm not really sure how big he is, but it looked like a lot from what I could see. He was, when I've seen him before, he was pretty far off, and in the survey pictures you just really don't know what you've got, but he seemed to be really big.
We went out, it was the first opening weekend, and like South Texas does on opening weekend, it was 95 degrees, full moon, so we knew the conditions weren't optimal, but we were still excited for the first hunt, and we're really looking forward to trying to see this deer.
I didn't hear a word you said. What do you want to talk about? What did you say? It's opening day. It's opening day.
It's 95 degrees in South Texas.
It's so hot.
And we're going after a buck we've been watching for the past 3 years. It's a big multi-point buck. We're not sure how many points he has. I haven't gotten close to him, but we've been hunting him for 2 years. We're out here with my mom, and we're sweating to death, trying not to get eaten by mosquitoes.
It's so hot in here. At least we came out early. Hopefully we'll see him. Full moon, 95 degrees. And this may take a few times.
We see coyotes and some doe, but nothing mature, nothing older in any of the deer. They were all young deer. But the whole time we were hunting, my mom is really excited, so anytime something comes out, she jerks up her binoculars and is just like scaring me and the cameraman, and we're thinking there's something big out, and I think she's just nervous and excited and loud.
What? There's a buck out there. Don't laugh, they're gonna hear you. You're gonna make me cough.
I said, when he comes out, you're gonna know he's the one. Not that there's a buck out.
The first evening we went out, it was pretty uneventful. There wasn't a lot of activity.
This segment of Trophy Hunters TV is brought to you by Swagger Bipods, the bipod with moves.
My mother-in-law is part of TTHA and works for TTHA, so we've been affiliated with them for years. It's really a privilege to be able to share that with that magazine and with TTHA, just the whole company. It's been great because people who have hunted here have been on the magazine. We've had family members on the magazine because of the bucks that we harvest. They really promote the low-fence, free-range deer in Texas. It's good to put that out there and show people that this does happen, that, you know, nature and God does bring this genetics and everything naturally. And a lot of people see it, and a lot of people want to be a part of it, and that's due to TTHA and us being promoted that way. So yeah, we've been on the cover a lot.
After 43 years, I just realized that Buddy and I have never sat in a blind together for me to shoot a deer. How does that happen? We hadn't even considered it, I guess. He's always dropped me off somewhere, and I do my thing, and he goes off and does his, and meet back up later on. So it works so far. The first morning we went out looking for a particular deer, we sat there for a long time. Saw some does, a few fawns. It was pretty boring, actually, and it's not normally like that. That morning just wasn't meant to be, for sure. Second morning we went out, it was gorgeous. Sun coming up with the oranges and purples and just beautiful, beautiful. It was cold, it was real cold, but it wasn't too bad. You could tell the sun was going to be really nice that day. One thing I've found out about Buddy is that he always parks as far from the blind as he can possibly get, and then we have to walk in the dark through high grass, through whatever, to get to the blind. But he just wants to make sure that, I guess, the deer can't see the truck. The morning ended up being cold. Clouds rolled in, cloudy, but you know, at least we knew that the deer were going to come in, or we hoped that the deer were going to come in that time. We spotted this buck, and he was very, very nice. I thought that, you know, this is the one that I want to get. But of course, he wasn't going to cooperate. He was scraping up against a tree. Every place he walked, there was something blocking it from my view. It just didn't look like that one was going to work out.
This segment is provided by Big and J. The aroma is super strong, the range is super long.
Getting in the blind, sitting down, getting everything ready, trying to be as quiet as you possibly can, of course. And then you just sit there and just wait for everything to wake up. It's incredible. Just a beautiful way to start the day. Usually by this time in the season, you don't have all the leaves on the trees and you don't have the tall grass or anything like that to deal with. But this year, there's been a lot of rain for a change, and everything is just really thick. So it's hard to see a lot of things.
Here he comes over there on the left side. Get your gun out, get ready. He's coming, here he comes. You see him on the left there?
Oh my goodness, oh my gosh.
Okay, Mom, there he is. He's broadside right now. Go ahead and take him.
Okay.
Go ahead and take him.
As more and more time was going by, I got more anxious, had to settle myself down just a little bit, take the gun off safety, take a big breath. Buddy's coaching me along the way, saying, okay, you can do it. Wait until he gets broadside, take your time, do all the right things, and that's exactly what I did.
Good shot.
Oh my gosh.
Good shot, Mom. Good shot. All right. No, you're okay. You're
sure?
okay.
You
Yeah,
sure?
the deer's down. The deer's down.
Oh my gosh, right there.
Look at that buck.
Oh.
He's a nice buck. Real nice buck.
Man.
Good buck, Mom.
Finally.
After 43 years hunting in the blind with Debbie here, she finally kills a deer with me.
That's
Good
amazing.
job, Mom. Good
amazing.
Job. This is the first time I've ever been in blind with her and shot a deer. She shot a deer.
First time for everything.
Yeah.
After that many years,
After
it's about time, right?
Exactly.
Of course, I wanted to get out immediately, run down there and see what he looked like up close. And Buddy's picking up everything, getting everything ready to go. And I'm like, come on, let's go see it. The blind was up on a little bit of a platform, not very high. But when we got down on the ground, I couldn't see the deer at all. So there was all this high grass and brush and all kinds of stuff in between us. And I'm walking through this thick stuff, trying to get there, hurrying, and couldn't see the deer at all. The whole time I'm thinking, I want to see this deer. I want to see what he looks like. And I couldn't see it at all. Trying to walk through that thick stuff was really hard. Carrying everything, of course, with me. Just couldn't wait to get there. When we finally got there, all I could think of, he's right there. He's right there. This is really my deer. Really the first deer that I've ever shot with Buddy being with me. This is just so incredible.
Good. Boy, look at the pores on that deer.
Good grief, look at that thing.
Look at the tine length on all those tines. That's really remarkable.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Good deer.
Good curl, look how pretty. And of course he had so much character. Just beautiful buck, nice and big, beautiful dark horns. It was perfect.
Beautiful buck.
Oh, very nice. Plenty of mass here. Look how that's all curled around.
This is great. He's a big buck. Tell you what, let's go get the truck and let's load him.
Okay.
Take him back and show him off.
That sounds like a deal.
What do you think, guys? Huh? Tell Grandma, good job, Grandma.
Thank you, baby. Seeing Buddy's face while I'm holding up the deer and he's taking pictures was worth every minute of sitting there and waiting for this buck to come out and get broadside. After 43 years, I guess we finally did something really, really right. It was great. It was so much fun.
We got up early in the morning, got out there really before any light, and we felt good about it because the moon had gone down and there'd been a lot more activity all around the ranch.
It's a lot better today. There's no wind, and maybe he'll come out and give us a good shot.
It's cooler.
It's
No moon.
Huh?
It's cooler. No moon.
Yeah, it's cooler this morning, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any fog. So maybe today will be the day.
I'm sitting there in the blind, and my daughter's like, had a funny look on her face, and I'm like, what? And they make fun of me because I don't hear well when they're whispering, and she's got all these flashcards, and she shows me a flashcard and it says big buck.
Is it a buck? Oh, baby buck.
Sure enough, he was out there about 200 yards. He come in way from the back on one of the roads and was with a few other deer mingled in with him. He's eating and walking a little bit, and we're feeling really good about it because this is how we're set up to go after him, where we're thinking he's going to be. He keeps walking forward, and he gets about 150 yards, and I'm like, am I ready? I'm ready.
Luckily for us, he decided to go out towards another direction that she set up to shoot out of and the camera can see out of instead of the opposite way. And so I'm telling her, you know, get ready. And he's kind of walking. There's another deer further down in the road.
Let's get ready to turn. Get ready.
Ah.
Oh, he's not gonna.
Oh, shoot.
I blinked my eyes. Scared me. I blinked my eyes. Whew. Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. He fell down a pile.
After we shot, I was thinking about, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. This thing was huge, but I still couldn't tell what he had. You couldn't see it all. Oh my gosh, you couldn't see it. You could not see it. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Look how heavy. Gramps could see it. Look how heavy this is. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
It was a privilege to get this buck for her and be there with her in that moment and share it with her. So we're blessed and something that I'll never forget.
I couldn't see this in the game footage. I didn't see this at all. I'm shocked.
I think all the guys have been telling
I'm
her
glad.
it's big, but you couldn't tell until you get up
can't
on him because
see.
he's so massive.
They kept talking about massive, and I couldn't
These
see
tines
it.
are like this as massy as most.
Well, you know, when he
white beams
walked
are.
up towards us, and I thought, wow, he's beautiful, but I didn't know he was this thick, this heavy.
You gotta.
He's awesome. I'm a mom. I have 2 kids, and then I've got my 8 grandkids, and it's the feeling every time that little face gets his first buck or his first hog or his first doe, whatever. It's just, you get to share in their their first time experiences of things. And not just them, all our guests that come, and nieces and nephews and aunts and uncles, and just a lot of people get to enjoy the ranch, and it's just, it's rewarding over and over and over. We just can't understand sometimes how blessed we are to have this place and have the happiness that it brings to so many people.